Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Beautiful day. Ibrahim, of course, Coach Nick Cashbox is with me. Today na April 4th, 2023. Today na April 4, 2023. You know, we will get April. Now we get April. A special month for April. But you see, a lot of people laugh. Cashbox, they laugh. April. Right? I don't care what you say. You are born February, you are born October, you are born June, April, April. Powerful people there. Anyways, we never day.
Well, April, let me say, this April month, and I'm wondering we get history for us. I love so much.
I they tell you
that this April month, we get independence. At the same April month, NPRC, they throw APC.
I they tell you.
And at the same April month, now this idiot matter you, now you win election.
Today, yes.
So everything will happen.
Makuti.
Yes, everything will happen inside April, but we no get it right. Independence will. No, the independence start from the independence. The independence will get second. Still gonna say it's wrong.
Yes.
They not appropriate. We only see the negative effects of the independence. They will not get it right.
Right.
So with the MPRC come, so how the MPRC adopt for people.
I tell you.
Look, matter view April 4. Look what in that 5 years ago. I just saw the April.
April.
Who they watch, they very be careful.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you know, comrade. You see, salon people you see, election on near. Like how comrade talk. Marabio today and last day officially. This was the day we make 5 years today officially. We hand over. We then gain power for say yes, you win the election. We they announce officially Marabio the president of Sierra Leone. Today na 5 years exactly that day, April 4th. You see, some people no matter how something long they reach that point where they cut. That don't reach so. Today exactly 81 days now left to elections. But inside the 81 days all. 31 na campaign the 50 we know say na no more now the administration get we are going to see the launching now we are going to begin to see the commissioning them then they launch over under launch na commission yanda go shape rest yanda fast months na in this by the way before going any further again you know to all my brothers and sisters they will fast this holy month of Ramadan we pray let God continue for giving the strength and courage we see come recruit himself in the struggle small because they get for pray and a net that midnight prayer, so you get for catch some sleep back again in the morning. It's not easy, we understand, for everybody out there. So we want to let God continue for guide una, God continue for protect una, let God continue for make provisions for una in this holy month of Ramadan, Let God continue for forgive una sins them, genuinely. Una we minam, comrade, what I mean? Because lots of people away, now we fast months come, now in the holy, we fast month done, holiness don't go. Their wickedness and filthy and dirty, and then they come back with, this holy month of Ramadan, let be say the month this one go understand for say, not to for more, you can ask God one time, then you go back, you go do the same thing, you come back, you say God they forgive, is a forgiving God, not to say God they work. But anyways, with the left hand up, we come to that day. But always sisters and brothers out there, let God continue for guide una, protect una, make provisions for una in its difficult times. With things they're expensive, like are expensive. So 5 years, we can ask yourself questions of Marabio administration, the SLPP in 5 years. What do you salon people and benefit? Where the bread and butter issues? Now left the Lunge Bridge promise because that is far-fetched. The bread and butter issues, the wahala in the country where people don't get food, in a country where people not healthy. These are the conversations we can engage in on today. But we just want to take this opportunity again for remind everybody, say ID card they don't reach. Next don't tell we they say the ID card they don't reach. Mohammed Kena we don't talk am. He say the ID card them, the voter card they don't reach. So then they begin the distribution April 7 to the 17. Salon people them. When I know say for reach to this voter ID card, so a process.
Well, come with if someone don't get voter ID card, not just only sleep nowhere, they go vote.
No, Ibrahim, apart from Nandi, I don't see it better would remind people today. And today na 5 years of President Bio we don't see power. Equally, I don't see two different slip there wherein they say civil and voter registration card.
Right.
I don't know who's the civil registration join inside voter registration, Ibrahim.
Yeah. Absolutely not. Yeah. It shouldn't be.
And these are things we don't they talk about say Now me could be say the civil registration, for alongside with the voter registration. Because like how they say, whether we get that whether what a conference from we just say everybody, it be 15 or it be 16 or na law, they say let them all go register. Where they go register. So the only way they able to do that is because they use the civil registration to get out the voter registration.
Right.
And every side of the world for when we born, why begin see elections. And when they see during elections, then they do say civil registration and voter registration for the same time. Voter registration is purely for people, eligible voters. Civil registration are for everybody. So mixing up that two things, this we don't see and now we not say long ago say law not allow the wrong thing for happen in the name say will not get chance for do I will get chance. So see now I don't see the slip. Civil and voter registration, listen to me. Anyway, if people like for these 2-3 days, people don't send all kind of audio and text message to me. I want this opportunity for Ibrahim for tell people and say, not to disrespect who are unable to return on our messages them, but sometimes a day we can overwhelm with information so we can try for and process them. Let us say follow what's happening. Of course, I can tell this people say we are not making music. We they talk for the people of Sierra Leone. We don't talk for political party or individual person. I make all the left soccer. If not for even for person or party they talk, me or Ibrahim Okaswok for all left soccer, who says to like Alba Silo. So we will not make audio, we will not feel say na anything. We know the ever we are strong and we are ready more than ever before. Because so many people are facing us until that way or just no. We know the text. Then I forced to start first. Now text then got no blue power for this cause of the effect because now a long haul. So when I not feel say that we just want sit more to not get to know we get a lot of things for say but the process we do for talk about this 5 years, yeah. Because we want to see how the people then they reflect on what happened this 5 years. So I know say we are ready more than ever before. When I go know after June 24, I go see this platform, no platform we can go halfway. That platform we can go for a long haul.
Absolutely, comrade. Thank you for that reminder there to folks them. And this now for we people and where we get so much respect and of course they want for hearing with voices and all and that kind of stuff. Then I want to know say there are certain times too where work related issues. Like me this time I get for anyways by June, comrade, maybe June 1st to June 15th. I might not be available as much, I get for be part of a team we get for. But anyways, things like that, I don't understand no more. There's small thing in there. So, but other than that, we want to know so taking the we want for take them in. You want for watch and observe and listen to other voices. That's the most important thing.
We'll attend it, Ibrahim.
Right.
We'll still the fan way.
We'll go fair way.
We'll go in a difficult condition there.
Absolutely.
In June, now the month we only wait for like so
absolutely.
Any kind of anonymous say we will not talk. Not just saying that, not getting for talk. Something like Ibrahim said, something work all the time they look big man all right now because I'm not change.
Absolutely.
We work hard. Ibrahim you Cashbox you and other things there. But however, I know say the platform is more ready than ever before.
Absolutely. Thank you, comrade. You see,
yes, just on that note, I just want
right.
Yeah, the Bible gets me.
I get you, sir. Yeah.
The interesting thing like that point for us, like waiting comrade they say so. This thing where we depend so Ibrahim, you see, nothing where I feel say for me it's a lifetime thing. For as long as salon people require this, and not only because let me tell you, this sensitization where we depend so Ibrahim, civic education, it's a continuous thing. For me, like if we're going to be doing this for as long as it takes, or like until people have come back with better past we they can replace me in doing this, Ibrahim. But for me, this is something where I do until I die. Until I die, Ibrahim. Because you see, we don't see the factory. We know the reason why country they fail. We know the reason why country they succeed, Ibrahim. And for that reason, this is the reason we will not stop until we die or salon make. And even when salon make, we know say it's a continuous thing. Every day we need to come with new ideas. And salon people will have been rest assured. Who now will believe in we. Knowing that what they do with the love of God, conscience, and honor, would I just not say we are in this until we die.
Absolutely, it's a thing. It's a phenomenon. You know, sometimes the area, the frequency change, the level of consistency change, but at least you know the idea is still going to be there. Like how Cashbox say, Salon it revolve. You know, there's a lot of we get task ahead of we. I continue for make where people they suffer our country. The poverty is too much, and the poverty. You know, when people poor, not only they affect them belly and their health and everything, it affect their mental state of mind, you know, their mental state of being. So much to the point it makes some mind lost in sense. You see, poverty is a very terrible thing, and this is why we say poverty is one of the poverty bad pass. You know, even some rebel war. Poverty in a country is dangerous past even rebel war, because matter of fact now like the root cause of some of the results that we will get in terms of people going into, you know, get fracasses and, you know, misunderstandings, you know, fet common country in a poverty mentality. You know, when you look at Salon de Leke today, it's the level of poverty. It don't permeate the society, and it's not only for Sierra Leone that people already will continue. This is even Sierra Leone as they were outside of Sierra Leone. That mentality of poverty. What's a poverty? You know where people struggle 2 months back, comrade and cash in a life. You know, they always look for a hope, a way of escaping, how to get out of this poverty mentality. You know, constantly it make people sick to the mind. They never for retain, you know, they get retentive memory. They never remember the past. They never get a position. They never steady and you know, this is the problem we'll get our country like today. 5 years later of Marabio. I don't know it so. Look at what you get for our country. All over the country right now, what you see billboards. People are hungry. People not getting for it. Prices of commodities them don't go skyrocketed all over the place. But you know, Marabio not destroy Sierra Leone by himself. When Donald Trump, you know, come in and cash, he'll break this down small. They like it today, America. Donald Trump is going to be prosecuted. And let me tell you this. This nothing they win from the highest places them na this America, the land, because they know say their forefathers they be don't put everything in place for ensure say democracy is protected in America, and they go do everything for make sure say the forefathers, the Abraham Lincolns, the one them where they like today, where if the America gets a constitution as it gets a constitution, so where they protect and they make America get the greatest democracy in the world. They say we are going to protect the democracy of America. They no say if they allow Trump for get away with everything what Donald Trump do in 4 years of in term, whether the president is going to impeach him twice, because they understand say we have to take actions against this man, because this man here damage with democracy now America, and it make democracy across the world depreciate in value. Donald Trump cause him. So that repercussion of Donald Trump the way it affects democracy across the world. Now he make America delicate today. Donald Trump has been indicted. When they say no indict him, they don't charge him with crimes. Then they go back, they make sure say, then they bring Donald Trump down. America is going to do it. You know what you do? Because America want for set an example. Say if any other president again, we go think like Donald Trump, act like Donald Trump, it can be president of this country. If for no say there is going to be some repercussion, it go no say there is going to be consequences. You go get your own day when they go come after you and deal with you. Some people and Donald Trump do all what he do for 70 years of his life. Say he can be president. He can ramsack with democracy, bring corruption. They make money with international countries they were not for even they do business with. Get bank accounts in China. They violate people and rights them. They protesters, they make them go fire, tear gas pan them, this and that, no less stuff than that. Donald Trump, the military, were involved inside the governance structure. People then put their foot and tongue. The opposition then put their foot and tongue. That is the responsibility of opposition in the nation. That is why you have democracy. It is two-sided, not autocracy. Democracy means say you get people in opposition leaders them. You know, when you look at the APC, you look at the NGC, you look at the C4C. Of course, NGC, C4C, them we don't go. We not say they want they are SLPP now. We left their own side. They all that support Marabio's agenda for destroy Sierra Leone. They not stand up against Marabio. They were the people that were before team up. I remember when the Auditor General, they say they catch the president of the office, double dipping, money laundering, potential money laundering, double dipping, and forgery of receipts. When they see that one day, Can you write an article? You get one small side can write article. He say, well, not only the president for blame, you know, the people that work at the president in office, you know, and then people like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So he left. You see, that is the negligence we talk about. Hypocrite. But to this day, come recruiter.
You know, see when the award him for that, we say then tell and say you do well for that fake degree talk.
When no,
imagine Ibrahim.
You know, come
you can this, you know, they go to a chairman for fake degree. You know, the not on chairman. You know the article. You know the section where we for press that parliament for call on the president for impeach president. Instead, that technical defense side to the president, so to the president do what the man with the incident at the fountain of honor.
Yep.
The man we get for talk say when I say this one, he said to do what. And you don't even get the audacity for swell. A president don't say he go na Japan, the lock the boat panel. He win a diplomat for slow pull president Ibrahim. Can you clear that the diplomat? You know where they travel for going a country with the treatment where they get as diplomat. Not to say that president too. A no talker. Instead, he articulated that for give the president road for come out. Say no to the president. We the team clearly say the president, if I want president in office thief and the president thief. There is no secret about that. Now that they make this order of the general talk say the president and the vice president they not meet the threshold for letting auditor Ibrahim.
Comrade, you know that's adjective what they so, comrade. You see, let's salon people understand what they talk. When we say na Madabio destroy Sierra Leone, but not destroy him by himself. Now because he get the support of the opposition figures in that country today. We dey see what happen in Kenya, comrade. Look, William Ruto. When Kenya election go smooth. William Ruto, very peaceful man. When you look at the man, it's still when people in the commotion and they protest and they attack. It's still they come over and they telling police officer and say, "We not protect the citizens." Them, it no matter waiting and say, waiting and do, then get right. Just like how we whether the ruling governments get right, that's so the opposition self get right. Then they, you know, no matter waiting, stand by people. Very peaceful man. You know what you do? I don't see.
Let me just make something clear now. It's just like we come here talk about the audit reports, the get mind for like the auditor general. We can tell her. But again, when you talk about that, people are happy that we criticize.
Oh no, I didn't reach to Sherry Coco. I didn't reach to Sherry Coco just now. Because you know what you do? Kashi, no, hold on. Kashi, hold on. Kashi, no, I didn't reach to Sherry Coco. He's the leader of the opposition of APC in parliament. Absolutely. And not only that now, he's the deputy leader of the APC. That's not because they don't make a run. He makes me say, no. When it comes to issues what they deal with, we're going to talk about him. What are Sherry Coco?
Absolutely. Ibrahim,
go ahead.
The point I make is about the auditor general where it talks say the president and the vice president don't meet the threshold. Ibrahim, we don't talk about Kubo. You know, when auditors they assess their materiality. In other words, I mean, you get finance background, you worked in the bank. You know, you God bless you with diverse knowledge. Anyway, you're a very clever guy. But you know, like when the auditors they do the assessment in terms of materiality, in terms of like team they're waiting for focus on, right? They don't just look at the quantity or the amount. They look at like the person will occupy that space. In other words, like they don't just kind of like say, oh, it is just the amount. It is about the role also. If even the amount we're involved is tiny, but for the fact that you get a role where everybody rely on, again within a kind of like when I want to call it title, the fountain of honor. For the fact that you are the fountain of honor and the deputy fountain of honor, that role itself makes you become very, very material, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
People just get that, and this is how auditors they make their assessment. It is not about waiting involved in terms of money. That they tell you say these are all things that when the guy they had a plan for destroying the people of Sierra Leone. I just want to make that point.
Absolutely, I appreciate you, Kashi. And listen, Kashi and comrade, and Salon people them. Yes, Honorable Cherry Coco is the running mate for the APC. The APC is going to win the election by God in power. We pray, but to God is there not by magical, not for the fala no more. We fala, and they make APC win the election. These are the things we talk about. When you look at the Auditor General report for almost here, they fire a lot of Europeans. Honorable Cherry Coco is there. It's Twitter say, hey, what's happy? So enough for happy, this and that. Also, actually take again as the leader of the opposition. When the interview where you do, also put him much there for say yes, this Auditor General should not be fired. We're going to put her foot down. She should be reinstated. Who stands where he take? Where the position will take? Una show me the record now. See, Marabio not destroy Sierra Leone by himself. If you complain say Tintianga angry Bokuna the country, when they redenominate the money, who side and pass out of parliament? We get two currency there, people are confused. You get New Leon, Old Leon, you visit a Marabio Wangedua. If Jericho could be putting foot down, let's show we who side. Even if Marabio we go ahead and do them, we'll show we who side Honorable Cherno Majuba of the APC, who is the running mates now, we'll show we who side putting foot down. You know, Comrade and Kashi, you see, when they take her easy, then 2 days there.
Just quick one. With all the thing that we talk so, the currency, like, who that's the approval? You know the problem where I get with Salon? They will tell you, say, how will they get a parliament where for approve every damn thing, but yet still parliament, then they boycott them when it comes for approve things. And the people need to know, except people in the social media, cry and talk about it. Ibrahim, the fisher when they destroy Salon today, the fisher when they destroy Salon today, almost months ago, they actually approve her. Almost months ago, but yet still people allow this guy for the first bad ruling and kill people and jail people and then they only approve a couple of months ago. Ibrahim, Mike Pence could have sat by and Donald Trump destroy the democracy of America. Ibrahim, what's his name? I think was it James Mattis or so?
Yeah, Mattis. General Mattis. No, sorry, not to Mattis. Na Mad Dog Danny, not to Mills, something. I go think of the name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It could have sat by and allowed Donald Trump to destroy the democracy. Ibrahim, the Boris Johnson when I asked you today, he lied to Parliament even when they don't get rid of him. Today, Parliament is called up for making go answer if you lie to Parliament. Ibrahim,
you know,
according to the Constitution, what did the Constitution say? It said Parliament that is supreme.
Section 105.
Yeah, thank you. The Section 105.
You know, Kashi.
Legislative body, and then they tell you say
Kashi Ibrahim.
They cannot do anything.
Ibrahim Kashi, what he mean to say? Me for I find myself say now, I think the end to get for talk now here. It's like nothing to do for talk, you will not talk again. Because if you don't make a decision, because we know who start at the store, they even left for 2-1 can talk. Because the 2-1 can talk today very, very important.
Comrade, let it traject you there also. Comrade, we're on path. We're good in 5 years of Marabio not destroyed because Marabio not destroy Sierra Leone. He not destroy Sierra Leone by himself.
Yes.
This is
so that they go so.
Who did they help him for destroying it this 5 years? Who did they help him for making this 5 years miserable and failures in front of the people alive? Who did they help him? In the Marabio when destroyed, like what Ibrahim talk, the currency when they change, the bastardization of constitution, the 10 MPC when they pull. Who did they help him?
Ibrahim, let me tell you something. This is the only thing in our country who see the entire country, not to the people. The state institution are already for enough for protect the country. They all make bargain for suffer the country. Every state institution we think about, it begin from the House of Parliament. You come to the judiciary, you come to the police, you come to the military, you come to the ONSS. So every state institution, these are the only thing they get a bargain. They get a bargain, say, no, we come together for let people suffer in 5 years. So we see if we talk say better you not destroy alone by in one by himself. Now a collectiveness of every one of the people are for protect the people, whether they for TINAP, whether they for turn the fence, that they for turn the defender, then they for turn the bulletproof for the people. Now them first will keep meeting, say you know what we all law come for destroy alone, law come for law add the suffering. Abraham change your government if in a country. Anybody tell you if like government change bad than lie. What if bad no more what happen as alone? They can't possibly government change it. And the mentality will count.
You know, Comrade,
change your government to make attempts to find now assessment between the past and the previous one.
Absolutely, Comrade. Let me make one point quick before we go further. Yeah. You know, because you see, we will not take a back seat. You know, Comrade, I make a fine way to take a back seat. You watch, you observe. we don't want people to say, "Una take her easy." Una left this, Jericho, una focus now on how to for win the election. Because for any time una come, they say for every action there is an opposite reaction. We don't tell una say una focus on selling the APC. Una talk to una leaders then now for they come out there like how they see the students they come out and they pull WhatsApp audio and they sensitize people them. Today una leader of the opposition, this guy won't be running mate. We want for the hearing messages from her now. They come at the SLPP, they talk to the salon people them, they educate, they sensitize. But una did a small group there WhatsApp. Una some of the one they look.
Ibrahim, this is the opportunity. For all know why the parliament's been dormant.
Absolutely.
This is the opportunity as a leader. Now you go to tell me, say, "Una they blame me," but that's not what me could they blame me.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. I appreciate you to this right now than any other politician.
Absolutely.
He's doing very, 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 very much good. Ibrahim, that young man day, you will say quite like in nature, but trust me. Now the level it takes so now the people's now they talk to now because you know the opportunity for going to do every day. They know the opportunity for going to talk every day. But trust me, why is they edited that? At times I listen to you two times. At times I listen to 2 times because Ibrahim, what's in bad for like you do what you do so, and you don't be the public secretary. Ibrahim, these are the best way for sending message.
And comrade,
and he's doing very good job.
Comrade, so that point so you make so they go tell you say, hey, well, I know the publicity secretary where don't talk, the party don't talk, so nobody never talk again. That is the foolishness and the laziness and the absolute stupidity within the APC as a political party.
No,
they are not forget.
No, Ibrahim, football. Now attack on the score.
No, thank you. So no, I guess that issue.
The opportunity for score. Everybody with them go to play football na 11 man. Even the goalkeeper can score. For telling say politics that's where they play. Ibrahim, Chile has to take it by itself, not to APC now. It's saying that the responsibility for root out the thing with the 5 years. The last analysis with the way they talk about the price control. The other way talk about the comparative analysis between the past government and this government. If equally able to enter the radio, that one now I go talk small, the commodity. But I know the one is not enough. The choice again is not enough. So they say every Friday they come out audio. Now me they do now. I hunt in Friday message them because I have to know what you talk this Friday again. So maybe
exactly
we begin help out with information.
No, comrade.
To go Adam
no, comrade. I'm my guy. Comrade, I'll be honest with you. See the Tunis, it really touch all the issue. Them, but I'm no guidance. But correct, comrade. Come here, honest with you.
No, Ibrahim, nobody is an island.
That's cool.
What you know now they talk.
Yeah.
What is also on self know who go bring in for for ads. When somebody they do good thing. For help, for appreciate them, for tell them the way self knows until we talk so. If you know everything, maybe something they go off in head for reminder say, hey, but where they talk next time, don't forget this point out. So we look at now, say that will help us.
They talk so not to we directly they talk to because the Agbagba in our APC they don't make we biggest enemy.
Cashbox, not on a platform. Astagfirullah. I know this Astagfirullah for that. Let me tell you something. If you want to talk to me. Me, no, listen, Kashi. To make me, I know they even think say, also make me target to me.
Kashi, not worry about that, Not worry about that.
Yeah, I know. The kind of me thought, Kashi. You make this platform for like somebody for big person say can talk or not can talk.
No.
But what make I say, everybody will say, if we platform, you want use that for give message. Trust me. Would they give you wide? But when they go to you say can talk? No. If you want or can talk, you're welcome. But equally, we get for unity the Sabi, who will gather. Nobody's an island, but he's doing very good job. He don't be an example for that. You know, say everybody get right. Okay, at least Pope self do one. I think 2 weeks ago, self do as deputy.
Yeah.
Each and everybody within the APC with the former minister now, they will not minister.
You know, comrade.
They don't want to talk. They all get right for talking like that.
Absolutely.
Former finance minister, former internal affairs minister.
Everybody.
Everybody.
You go here and tell you say, but me, we know they on social media, business all they on social media, but they enjoy social media and they listen to social media. They go tell you say back, oh well, now fast month, we know they get on campaign now. Matter of fact, Jericho Kona was as the running mate of the APC. Somebody went for a win election. Ramadan, fast month. For the city's brother now, they organize meetings there across the country. You go fast, you cut fast any side. That 10 minutes, 15 minutes we go talk, and also they damage you. Now go make you not get strength for continue with the fast. Now they tell them this time what the man, not for falafala samuga no more. If for the now himself, they conduct your missions, they must cost the country. Not pass when May come, then May, as they say, close to June 10, they rally the no more. Now make they rally business yourself.
And to that point where you make so, when you look at it, well, like I mean, beyond small knowledge about the role of the vice president, now the police, we see how useless we police they and how they act. By then, they are a potential vice president.
Big man.
Now and talk about how what's my plan for make the police a good force. This is what I believe say we supposed for the expect now messages them how the police then supposed for the kind of like act as professional about it them.
Exactly.
Because one of the goal of the vice president now in the control the police. Make we try for begin to bring confidence in our system, Ibrahim.
Absolutely, and that for Jules de Jallo. But you know the fact of the matter remains. What do they say?
No, not about Jules Ibrahim. But the point is, Cheriko Kondi for beginning to tell we now how he planned because now in a potential vice president.
Absolutely.
They come up with a plan in there.
Absolutely. We forget communication. I'll say okay, 5 years, man, be on this story, Sierra Leone. Cheriko considering a parliament. No one they lead a protest. No one they take BBC in an interview. No one they go to VOA. No one they go to Al Jazeera. No one they take hot seat with Lamran and AYV. No one they go to 98.1 take an interview in 5 years. Now say okay, that they don't done. They don't make a running mates now. Now for win election. How go win this election if this man continue for be silent? This man get off his in chair now. Get off that comfort level now and begin take the message out there. It can start now with this Kamadania. If now every Friday pull messages, send out to the people them, talk to the people of Sierra Leone, give them hope, give them life. People in the struggle, people in the suffer. Let them know say this man is abreast. Let them know say they understand the situation. Now so APC they win election. Not by silence. Not to pass the scenario, not to talk. Not to so, outside Samura Kamade, now they all Monday. Not to so they win election. No! When Samura Kamada go cut, all man see all man go take picture. Not to so they win election. No! It's about time now. There is a message. There is a message coming from these people. There is so much for Cheriko to talk about now. These 5 years, Marabi not destroyed.
When Samura in a court, because there is a vacuum. Because this government they do all that thing they are because they want to stop the APC from campaigning, although officially campaigning not started. But Cheriko should be doing something out there.
Absolutely.
So only people don't say, you need to go with Samura and the court and all that thing. No, don't you presence that cause. If you not be part of the lawyers there because you're a lawyer, if you're not one of the lawyers that when they represent, I'm fine. But by that time, when you're in a court, you get outside, would have shaped the rule. Would have shaped the role.
Absolutely.
That man kind of like doing bits. Why someone is spending time in the court? You go out there, find a way out for campaign.
Absolutely. That is how it should be. Matter of fact, after that court meeting there, when Samurai they give a speech with that loudspeaker, Cheriko calls the running mate before don't join back for giving your voice. That loudspeaker there for assure the people and say they are going to do everything to make sure say that case where they go put Dr. Samura Kamara and pull on the head. 5 years. They don't harass Dr. Samura Kamara for almost the past 5 years. This thing they harass her. Cheriko is not on record to talk about the issue. They say, Mata, in a court, you don't talk about case where in a court. But you get your opinion about certain things where you go say, but listen, all that thing is politically motivated. Right now in America, what the Republicans they say? Yes, they don't put much money in the case where they're not going to get to. But they read it. Lawyer, they go on TV, they take interviews. The lawyer them, then they take interview on TV, and they talk for say, now politically motivated case against Donald Trump. There is nothing there. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. But then in the courts, they talk about it. Sierra Leone, these guys understand anything they are. We they say 5 years, Madabioro destroys Salon by himself. He get the support. Now, where the members of parliament, especially the leader of the opposition, because with members of parliament, them, I think so they get this kind of a thing when they call the caucus, where the boss man say no talk, nobody really talk. Because if you look what he happened, you see they do, Honorable Emmanuel Saidu, where he talk, then go lock her up, then lie pa and they say the Motskawe come, Motskawe no get help pano, Motskawe in a ship kala wataki, then say they feng gun and then go lock her up na Padema Road for 2 weeks. Then Cheriko go visit her and then go pull her. Where you talk, they arrest you, they lock you up. Honorable Abukagbo, now the same thing they do to her. Where then go the constituency 110 election, where Cabinet Kalon, the Minister of Aviation and Transport, go broke the box, then go arrest Honorable Abukagbo, then go lock her up. But Honorable Abukagbo when come out, it not set motto, it not silent to, it continue for advocate, it continue for talk, it go on 98.1. So these are the things. So Honorable Abukagbo for breakaway, and they tell you say every member of parliament should be able to break away as well for now get their voice on these issues. But Marabio in 5 years, then like the last day, and not destroy Salon by himself. We don't see where America they hold Donald Trump accountable now. They don't indict him. Donald Trump they go court. Today, Donald Trump they are caught. Then they go fingerprint him. When they fingerprint him, then they take a mug shot. Today, like any criminal inside America, it happen. Not all by magical. Now because the institutions they work. Now because the people that are responsible for make sure say they protect and defend the democracy. Those people they stand up and do their job. Now Uda, now the opposition them. So we know say inside APC is the biggest opposition political party. There is no way Madabio destroys Salon by himself and not get the support of the APC. Una show me who stand the leader of the opposition of the APC or NGC or C4C, they call for a protest. Say thing they don't dare. When they kill people in August 10.
No, not Abraham,
yes, sir.
Not just support, not only APC support Madabio, but also who support our because I'm not safely.
Thank you.
People that we for take the responsibility is different from the political party. Abraham. The political party, they're a very bad crossroad. And we will pass on this law. Not to say that the APC as a party. But people are within the APC, we hold office, we will represent too well that they feel their responsibility. So, you see, what make me think about the talk, I mean, a party possible. But as you say, even if somebody feeling responsibility, you not do an eye for do them properly. People for the back for tell you no, not to this way they work. Within your party, forget the police for tell you not to this way for work. This is not your responsibility. This thing is way for don't do. Ibrahim, I know let us tell you say bad at the bulldoze. There's nothing to do yourself with it. We no. We cash box no. But are we going to leave them because we accepted it for bulldoze? The answer is very big no. Now we could challenge them, we could show me that day in day out Ibrahim. So anybody want to give me that excuse? Say, but no, that's not an excuse. Like, as you say, that's why we have democracy. Democracy, the first thing checks and balance. Checks and balance. What do checks and balance? The thing they don't. What are they for old government? What are they for ask? Say no, you get it. What are they for interpret the law for people? And outside they make the law at the House of Parliament. So bulldoze is not part of our constitution at all. They want break inside it. So we understand exactly. But what you have to do for proof to go say we are doing this thing, but they need to listen. What you wanna do? The actions, that's our problem. The action now only just say we get for stand by the people. We get for make sure the people not say we they try you now we will not get Ibrahim if you for home. When people not get money, but they see how they try follow it. They do not put up money and they actually not say anyway, if I not get chance and then they blame them. You don't understand it. But if I see people don't do nothing, all day they go no more, they go play draft, or they go play Ludo, or it's no more partner, then attack this. Ibrahim, Mr. Sen, people will be to Papa now wickedness in the so. What do you make it go for follow it? This is what we say. Parliament, the responsibility not to go make Masarat court, not to boxing ring for Sina, Mohamed Ali versus Josh Homer, or Tyson versus Douglas. No. The Parliament, now for discuss national issues that affect people in life. Now for correct government on the mistakes system. Now for do checks and balances, like the bank governor become. My way the lecture, it say the only thing for me less alone economy make for the dominating money. Bank governor talk say for bribe $60 million for let them. You know all them here. It's a bribe. Ibrahim, this bank governor, he not just grabbing Paul Salom on you. He don't talk first one time on the radio competition. They say money not in the bank. They make a like phone. They talk say you get for bribe for like you get for bribe dollar for like you get the news. They make a like phone before finally you gonna go like his political like so. And people for ask this man question. So people bring nobody say nothing. If ever so talk so, nobody knows the bank government if that sack on a running away. Nobody know. Nobody know that. So that's all kinds. Nobody know. Say don't go. How can't you go there? Somebody go no more. Nobody knows say they say the bank government run away. And they say not bank government will know the same message. Then they say this is the we have to ask question Ibrahim. This is the only choice of parliament. So if you still say this 5 years, no do a reflection. Would they about for elect people for parliament again? What would they try and talk here? What would they talk for say for change government, not just the executive arms to the time for change. Would they look at every sector who will not say for make salon for be not business as usual. Ibrahim 2023 it for be a complete change. turn around for Salon. Hire to the foreign party presidency, so for change presidency. That's so for change. That's so for change the House of Parliament. That's so for change the judiciary. That's for change every sector we make Salon go before. So we did look now. This now like they do a review on these 5 years. But that be one part of Salon in that the greater majority. Nine be the greatest responsibility, but not to no more. Once you make with the type people, even they say in the type for aiding, if I not you come in, they say aid this person now offense.
Yeah.
If they say no, for aiding that offense, we aid somebody for committing any crime, you equally to commit the crime like the person. Now offense, if they say we law aid and abet now offense. So if you matter they do bad, then not that whosoever in matter you, let them believe and say we are all will be equally prosecuted, just like how the prosecute matter you. Nobody no they go unprosecuted as alone because they are not everybody get a responsibility for play. What he been do for tell the world say I was not part of this year. Because aiding an offense, it says alone constitution the charge for aiding, you are not say who the charge matter you, who the charge of whosoever aid them, whosoever irrespective of the position you hold, you the part of that charge.
Absolutely. Let people know say, and this is why we say leaders in a country then get a responsibility. When you lackadaisical, you're lazy. Now you make you get the rebel war. 1991 rebel war, comrade. March 23rd, we'll talk about the last time. Yeah. The first gunshot was fired. Waiting do now because again, this same parliament, we get a rubber stamp parliament, one party state system. Would I bring and come Albert Magai of the SLPP? So we don't see this thing here. We say, you know what's in the APC not for tolerate and allow again. That the same SLPP take we down the path of war. You know, most people in vex in that country, they, but they like I said, we see the campaign of these, most of these APC, stalwarts them. What do they rely on? We then post that already put. They say sardine, look and trade sardine at 10,000, which is a good for them. Then people let people see the visual. But like I had on a voice to them in there as well. Let people in there on the records because they say because when you look at the publications of African Express, you begin for belief say a lot of these people are compromised. If they can't mistake talk, matter be outside they hold them because a lot of these guys don't accumulate wealth. A lot of them people they don't get so much money, they don't become very comfortable, so they don't see themselves again for put themselves in any position. We go threaten their livelihood. We go threaten their resources. We go threaten their wealth. We know what's happening in the country. We understand these things. But politics is not a place where people for go make money. For your people in the tell you say politician get money. Oh, that politician they better pass on that. Or that politician. No. You cannot be a millionaire in politics because waiting in people and money they want for use for go build hospital them, the road them, for let people look what they see one woman. Cashbox, remember you share one lady with me way back where and be rotten. They don't cut that Andy. Now your foot don't rotting back. Yes, in foot 9 they rotting now. So I know they get for cut that foot today. Then people will not get access to healthcare, older than the big. You feel that Marabi one get that responsibility there. Amongst members of parliament, including the leaders of the opposition. Now, this part of the world of we self, you see the leader of the opposition, the common they go work at them prison system. They want to go see how they deal with prisoners them. They want to go see how they deal with communication and all. You understand? Communication is in a solitary confinement. As an example, they want to go to Paremba for go see how most prisoners they lock in a solitary confinement. Because when they lock in a solitary confinement, after a while they affect them emotionally for the rest of their life, psychologically. It disturb people and forever because it's a form of torture. Most members of parliament don't come and go to a cottage. We don't want to see Cheriko go to cottage hospital for go check what's in happen. With the same APC as a political party, now the former President Kuruma be the feed Bella woman. Suckling mothers, they will make them a priority. Miss calling him for Mikashi, the lady with Raman, when I'm the Deputy Minister of Health.
Yeah, is it Madina Raman?
Madina Raman. Right? Then we get this policy where they implement in a cottage hospital. Kocha knows where they feed Bella woman them. It was a progress in itself. But they like it today. Cherikoko fought for make sure say they maintain the standard today of the APC, where the same former President Kuruma that we make sure say people and them woman them suckling mothers them. They did in a hospital, they don't get for go, left the hospital for go fencing for it. Then picking and they feed them 5 times a day. Cherikoko was the leader of the opposition APC. He been no renting there. But how person go know if you're not engaged in the system? Because Cherikoko has never been engaged. So we tell people now Cherikoko don't come up from the parliament they lock just now. Anytime from now, parliament self can close down. Your parliament's closed down, campaign season open. We want to see this man for take the states of Sierra Leone across that country, for tour that country. Not also Samora Kamara no more. West America commanding at the north, Infodin at the south. West America commanding at the south, Indian at the north. We want to see active politics. Let this man go on the records. We want to see this man taking interviews now. Now 98.1, now AYV. If I talk to the populace, if I talk to Salon people, let Salon people know say yes. This man ready for take power for let the APC come. Now responsibility then. Now for motivate and energize the populace for ensure say they win an election. This is the responsibility of the running mates now. We don't reach to this point, we don't reach to, but Madabio, we're not going to blame Madabio for everything. We be say the opposition sit down and watch. Whose action the opposition take? When I show we who's the opposition leader call, say, hey, we're going to call for a protest. The one way call, say, it won the government in 2 weeks. Nothing happy after that, and so he left. The opposition leader in our sober country them.
When 257,000, 270,000,
right.
I would not be surprised if 300,000, if it reached 300,000, people be deleted from the register, Ibrahim. Now the ID card they don't come. Who that? They wait. Imagine. They wait until the ID card don't come. Then who that get for Senegal for send wherever where they go print them. For Senegal for after they don't shape the ID card. Like they get for send the 270,000 people they delete. They get for send back for me to go print ID card for them. People they don't delete them. Who that, Ibrahim?
Absolutely. Kashi.
We'll talk about this thing. Who that?
For 5 years, Makeni massacre, Paremba Road Prison massacre, Tombo, Lonsar, Epo, one after the other, bo. Una call ourselves, una get members of parliament, una get a leader under the opposition, the biggest party. We talk about section 86, subsection 2 of the constitution. We give Honorable Cherikoko the power and the right for someone, the speaker. Yeah. The speaker shall. Yes.
Yeah.
20% of. Cherikoko get 39.9% of the members of parliament, that is that parliament. So now almost 40% and you round up. 40%. All you need now 20% of the members of parliament. Now we'll talk for say use section 51 for impeach the president. Because section 51 are the provision inside the constitution we make and say you for impeach a president. You know what it means for like you get a nation with the president in the kitchen office, they double dipping, forging. You feel say if not Joe Biden today, the Republican, they say Joe Biden in the office, they kitchen double dip, they forge receipts, they launder money, then they impeach largely, even when they don't get the numbers. Now the Senate, I swear to God, they go ahead with the impeachment immediately. Now the House, because
let not compare American democracy with we.
Oh no, you know American by magic. It's almost 230 something years. Now magic now happen. They don't know say.
Even when they say, okay, you don't say go tell me Rome was not built in a day. Like what you say, like now be manual work. Now they take build Rome. Now make they did not build it in a day.
Exactly.
Because every technology we for make it build fast.
You see. Yes, we did make excuses. We did make excuses every day. Dubai don't left way. Singapore don't left way. Other African nations are leaving us behind. Ghana, Nadiso, Kamala Harris can visit Ghana and not go for cancer alone. Because you know all of these things. Narintia will say so for 60 years.
Kamala Harris could go salon where we say we airport. They run by Turkey, a semi-rogue state.
Absolutely.
Kamala Harris go to us for kind of like send in details for making like Turkey know about the arrival at salon.
No way.
People are just talk about Ibrahim. Do you know yesterday because of like in fact what would they talk to Ibrahim? Expect for make oil price increase because like right now, Saudi Arabia and all the OPEC countries they don't kind of like cut production for oil. So as a result, right now oil price don't kind of like go to more like $80-something per barrel, Ibrahim. Waiting now in the city, like and one of the things that way certain economists they actually say when like you want to know whether China production they kind of like reduce, just check the how like the OPEC countries them the oil producing economic community. I think that's the main OPEC.
Mm-hmm.
How they because
oil producing economic community.
China they kind of like the growth therefore slow. Now it makes Saudi Arabia and the OPEC countries that actually reduce production. Ibrahim again, they go back to the principle of demand and supply. So basically, they try for curtail, they try for cut supply. Yeah. And of course, when something short in supply, it is expensive. So
Absolutely.
That's the reason. But the reason why they do that now, as a result of like they expect say China growth therefore slow. So they want kind of like cut production, so the price of oil will kind of some economists they say so. Ibrahim waiting kind of in mind that the fact that we get a continent, young, vibrant population, Ibrahim. By then say they are Africa, we supposed to dictate the price of oil if we've been serious. Ibrahim, if we've been serious, we're supposed to dictate the price of oil. Imagine Oil go to $70. Then wait right now, it don't on the rise. In fact, even they say right now, you get for reach $100. Even when $100, it go back to waiting, talk about you talk about Tunis, like waiting they do right now for the APC political party. They mention about even when they can go to $100, when they're in the max right now, when they try for predict them to. They don't ever reach where APC meet $140 per barrel, but still they sell at 3,750 leons, Ibrahim. They don't even smell that step or predict that. But then guy there, when you have to reach $100, Ibrahim, then they can't go to 25,000 very, very quickly because they take advantage of the people alive in another country, Ibrahim. When is Africa going to wake up and use their young population for make the difference that the populace like? When?
Kashi, very good question. Conrad and Kashi, you see, African politics, I don't turn now. When the government's in kind of power, then they pray no more for the other one to do better for the people. So the people in life not go improve. People will continue to sufferness. Then they have up now say, the people in the vex, they can't vote against them. This is the problem where all salon people are open the eye to. When you get leaders, them, where they stand up for then they fight for the country, they go bad. Marabi, they destroy salon. Nobody know they stand up to and say, lie, man, fix this here. This petrol price. We don't see ever see the leader of the opposition, Cheriko Koron, come out and make a statement against the increment in fuel. One day, make no statement, on the record for say, I don't come again and they challenge this government, say the increase in fuel price is too much, the people they suffer. On the record, show me that video, show me the audio. The day. But this is what the leaders will do. But until now, not so they can come on a parliament, now the running mates of the APC. Matter of fact, a responsibility don't double. Because you know what you do? What would they take easy? They make like for so don't understand this year, they left waiting. You know, say because somebody they can contest for election and not the whole land in foot to the fire. Now we all get for patch her up. Now we get for make him. Now we get for make sure say this man be a correct leader for our country. To God and this day, honorable Jerry.
The reason why the roll on become big and massive and bagbala, that the fact that everything where it don't know over the 5 years, and not only the 5 years, over in 15 years being in parliament, Ibrahim, now that the time for making can use them as a campaign message. We are waiting.
Absolutely.
Every good, bad, ugly. Indeed, people can tell we now.
Absolutely.
Campaign.
Absolutely. Until they can say, let's sleep in dogs lie. But when man consider, would they make that way, they say, okay, well, the party, they organize. Well, yes, now the APC get for winning an election. And the only way APC get for winning an election for get rid of Marabio, now the leaders then get for speak. So God and this, they want for Yeri, the leader, the running mate. Like how Yeri, Samuel, Kamara, small, they talk. Now, so one for Yeri, the running mate himself actively participate in this election. Yeah, so for make sure, say, it travel the length and breadth of that country, they for talk to the people on the records. We want for see interviews, we want for see say this man engage. Marabio not destroy Salon by himself. Marabio get people like Cheriko Koda we sit down and watch. Why so they suffer? Because then they have up say, when they suffer so, where election come, then go vote for the against the SLPP, then go vote for we. So we say go come, then party reach the power. African mentality now. Once I'm APC in the power, me be cool. Because I need happy at the southeast. They say, once some SLPP in the power, I like we angry safe, but we at cool, we party in the power. So not get nothing for worry about. We go for change that mentality. We go for make sure say leaders them in opposition. When then they in opposition, when the government they misbehave, they hold their foot to the fire. Hey, Bobo, we're too intelligent. We are too, we're too exposed for sit down, for tolerate and watch foolishness. Now with democracy,
Ibrahim, not just being exposed, we are too informed over the years, Ibrahim. To be honest, we've done well. You see that this community say, Kodo, wait for them. If nobody don't praise them, we come up tiki for them. Instead they praise himself. Ibrahim, we Salon people are too informed to be fooled this way.
Absolutely.
We have done our bit, Ibrahim.
Absolutely. Enough is enough. So we don't reach that level there now. This again, we're not saying now we criticize Cherry Kuku of all the mishaps in parliament now, but now we don't reach to as the running mate, right?
Just want to remind them.
You just want to remind. In 5 years, yes, you get a lot of work for do, bruh, and we're going to be on you with the day under your tail, bruh. We don't want to see you. We don't falafala. We don't falafala. No. We want to see you engaged. We want to see you go around the communities. We want to see you travel across the country because APC for win this election, Cherry Coco, and the victory of APC didn't you earn. It didn't you earn.
Because he know too much,
Ibrahim.
Yes. In and out of parliament, he know too much. And the guy Ibrahim, we don't make it clear that we know they criticize criticize Cherry Coco anymore. We will point out the things that not mean say we criticize them because we want to make the APC. But we don't see don't APC camp turn like that SLPP they kind. No, this is the reason why we they clean them up before they come. They need waiting Cherry Coco don't land over the last 5 years, Ibrahim. Waiting don't land over the last 15 years, being in parliament, being a lawyer, being like somebody where suffer know the pain of poverty. Let Cherry Coco use that as a campaign message, Ibrahim.
Absolutely. Because Marabio in 5 years, they like a the console this day today. If Marabio people in the suffer, angry bokuna the country, tintkanga, molestation upon molestation, police they violate people their rights. Now because the opposition sit down in the watch. If the opposition is a small piece, now they smell trosses, the cook cash box, they talk away, papa, they talk and say small piece, now they smell trosses. Now he happiness alone like today. If Marabio continue for abuse when I write them, now because the opposition sit down in the collie, but they like today, we don't see inside America, Donald Trump, now they go prosecute so. Donald Trump they gonna court today, hold on the listen so. Not so magical. Salon, America they call the international community. No, America they use them systems them in place. Now so Salon back before use with systems in place. We get a parliament, and the parliament gets a responsibility for protect the constitution. Section 105 of the constitution makes it very clear. The parliament is the supreme legislative authority. Members of parliament and they make laws. Some people don't listen to me. We know they take where would they talk about Cherry Coco in position as the leader of the opposition because not only person. If it can be Mami Mansari, it can be Pa Sori, Pa Yambasu, it can be anybody when I be the leader of the opposition. Not only person we care about. Nah. You know what they can't tell us say Cherry Coco dry or you fat or you tall or you pink or you mauve. No, not all business dandy. We look at personality. We look at position.
You sabi Cherry Coco in my name or in my bikini name because we don't care.
I know one day. Matter of fact, Nati talk so. I don't even know if Cherry Coco married. Bro, I don't know if Cherry Coco married. I don't know if you get picking them. I know something nothing, but and I don't care for no.
Yeah.
But we don't hide anything. Everything is open. Everybody knows, right?
Exactly.
So, but me, I don't know if you married, but not to me business. I not care for no.
Yes.
I'm not to That is not to me your part. All we know is who are they yanda? Na be mano, na be woman no, na paso rio, na mami ambasuo. If na the leader of the opposition, now we will accountable. Anybody.
That's the position we're talking about.
Absolutely.
We hate Cherry Coco. People they say we don't. If anything, that the position where not a function now we be it. And even now we they contain that. But now we they say waiting in all land. The good the bad the ugly the thing where the smelly thing the stinking thing the perfume smell everything where it don't know in parliament. Now we expect to make it can tell we expose the SLPP government.
Absolutely. Marabio today make 5 years. It don't fail una. It fail Salon. It fail with country. But to God in this day, in as much as the box stops with him, that's so the box stops with the leaders of the opposition. We frustrating with democracy. Flow with people not continue for suffer. Salon people una they suffer because una get lazy leaders of the opposition, then comfortable, then get money, then don't get gentry. So they're not for loss anything. They're not willing for sacrifice for una anymore. They don't stand with una. They don't feel una pain. They're not celebrating angry. They're not celebrating adopt. They're not celebrating like for go hospital where you don't get money. Then nurse then go treat you bad. Then doctor so they go look you like upside down. They're not violent in the day. Now when they suffer, when picking and girl picking and don't turn prostitute like today. Waiting do. Now because mother be not make provisions, but would be for whole mother be foot to the fire. For them mother be make the provision them for una. Young picking they come out school, they don't get job opportunities. Marabio don't be president for 5 years. It ain't for do anything for una. Would be for tell Marabio say, hey, them picking in the graduate school, they don't get work for do. Low find job for them. Low create industries. Africanist press they publish every day. Parliament not take Africanist press in publication them. Africanist press they tell you how this government they thief money for better in our life them. This parliament sit down they watch. They don't one day discuss Africanist press in publication. In 5 years, Marabio they go. We agree say Marabio they go. How Marabio they go? People and say they don't delete over 270,000 names from the voter register. But then say they go use slip for votes. Why would they wait? But we know say the people that we see when they suffer for register. For the very first time, the Africanist press come now, join we all there. We say they put parliament in Luma. This parliament they want to sell now. Then officer Marabio one day go slap parliament. One day see anybody show Musa Marabio go slap any member of parliament. Una show Musa Marabio go kick any member of parliament. No, Marabio no do amo. Parliament then sit on it, then watch the leaders of the opposition, the candidate Yumkelas, the Masilamina, the Cherikoko of the APC, then sit on and watch all this nonsense. Well, now they don't make a running mate of the APC. The APC for winner election day. The winning of APC is on Cherikoko's head. We watch Cherikoko as the leader of the opposition. We watch every one of them within the executive of the APC party.
Ibrahim, let me not kind of like say solely, and I understand.
No,
however,
in
Parliament,
yes.
everything we don't go on, we don't approve, we don't disapprove, we unapprove, everything supposed for be known by all these parliamentarians, especially the leader of the opposition, Honorable Ramadan Majuba.
Kashi, we all get a responsibility. Yes. Now we all roll now with the place. So we don't for 5 years we educate and sensitize people. We attack the SFP. We attack
Marabio. When he go to parliament, we talk say there is peace and stability. We add a call. We call him out. Ibrahim, the next day, the next session in ECOWAS Parliament, Honorable Chainoba changed a statement and say there are highly warning signs and the need for focus on Salon.
Thank you.
That day, Ibrahim, I was very, very upbeat and say, you know what? These politicians are ready for listening to the cry of the people.
Absolutely.
Then all of a sudden, now it don't big pass, anyway, we don't oppose them again. They want act like I say, it don't big pass we, the people, and we give them the power. Ibrahim, no, we are not going to tolerate that. Until these people respect our people. Ibrahim, for 5 years, rest don't go up from 200,000 to 600,000. Ibrahim, cement don't go up. The way you watch the list, the sardine, then people are can pull the list. But mine don't go up, Ibrahim. Yeah. Everything people don't see hardship in this country for these 5 years. See, they mark 5 years where they announce the number that Salon people aid. But who that's the aid and abate, like what come here they say. When any crime where somebody commits, and all the abates them, they are punished as well, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
They are punished. And now the abaters them need for counsel with the reason why they shouldn't be punished, why they feel say like okay, like now Ibrahim, anybody that they accuse them for abate and for aid any crime. Now can't tell we the reason why you think you're not part of the crime. Let the people know. Expose this government. You don't need to tell us. Let the people know because the people need for make a decision come June 24, Ibrahim.
Absolutely. So Salon people, comrade, if you get any last word now, then we can close the round up now. 5 years of Marabio, not destroy Salon by himself. But today, everything we start don't come to an end. This is the end. Comrade, talk to me.
Ibrahim, 5 years ago, now we get presidential debate. We Marabio talk to the Salon people don't tire. For that virus from 60,000 in as much to the 60,000 to 200,000, in as much as also been 200,000 for the yes, we accepted to 200,000 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I tell you say the fear where there is with a reason where they tell we I always talk say for age fair price that country. If I tell you why make the easy fair price for austerity measure, it talks say that underpin every commodity they buy. I would not say until in a salon that because of the fair price. Even per my when a salon maker now 850,000 for butter. Imagine 5 years ago now the 80,000 120 depend, but you know they pass 120 days. The way you can insert free transfer send in 150, you know they pass 150. We go then man get others and 80,000 for butter. 5 years ago it was 150. Now 700,000 on top of 5 years ago, Ibrahim. Sardine at 3 for 10,000. 5 years ago. Lord, look how many people are non-killed within these 5 years. Lord, we know, okay, Ibrahim, I say something. Hey, this election they cancel. You will get for vote. You know how Salome day. If you enjoy, you know. If you need to enjoy, you know. If you rest don't go down from 200,000 to 100,000 or to 60,000 or to one or it just you know. If it is transport you pay for common Kala, Unkana Kenema, for common Kenema Kana, na future, na same transport, you know. If it's transport you pay for common Apujo, Kana Frito, you know. You will the vote, you will na Kono, na Kambia, na Konadugu, na Karina, na Falaba. You know exactly what you have in the pay, even Okada, how much you pay, you know. How much they buy rice cookery, you know. So this answer it will be all hand. So whatever happens, now we're all responsible for looking for stocks, you know, this is self cause. If we self looks salon, if you fix salon sweet, when I fix matter don't do, they don't pass it, the answer they can very soon. But the question is, before the election, we don't talk about the 207,000 names. We continue to talk about them. We still don't hear anything about that. Next time we talk say 250,000 names. So don't say it's over 250,000 names. In fact, it passed 270,000. What is then they do? What are the answer they tell you before play? Because Ibrahim, now the final phase of the tenure of the pass. Because by the time they go get them card them day, Ibrahim time no they can. What thing they don't do? People like for collect them vote ID card. Or next don't make a statement say if you don't get ID card, no how they go to sleep more they go vote. Because all them say for them people like mine now say okay, if I don't see my ID card, we still go make a vote up till this time. Parliament they continue to talk about finance and agriculture that in them. This now the last opportunity, Ibrahim. Now the last opportunity they don't give you so now for say go penalty line score at least on equalize. We want for know about them names and we want for know that they don't put in place for that way they don't get ID card. We want for know bad we be say the names the former first lady say we say name na push a good day. What's in the answer to all that day? We want for know the country in future, you know, and 2023 na decisive moment for Salona. Either we make or break Salona, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Ibrahim, just before you come on in and when we close,
yeah.
You know, Ibrahim, like we come here talk about the presidential debate maybe happened 5 years ago. Ibrahim, I guarantee you, Mother Bio will be too pompous. I guarantee you, they're not going to make presidential debates because they know they will be so exposed. There is no way that they make presidential debates this time around, Ibrahim. I guarantee you. The other thing, Ibrahim, like, you know, I've been listening yesterday. I watched the Bloomberg portal, right? Ibrahim, palm oil, you know, the price of palm oil don't go up. Ibrahim, you don't say I remember palm oil. I remember my mama was very traditional, dark woman. My mama don't be ever they use Vaseline. And they burn the palm oil, they put perfume inside it. Ibrahim, trust me, we could do loads. Palm oil, not only they take make soap. We can make some soap with palm oil.
Yes.
We can make Vaseline with palm oil. We can make cream with palm oil. Ibrahim, we can do better as a nation. Now, because I watched yesterday, the price of palm oil right now, yesterday, Ibrahim, is on the increase in the world. We could use it for do so many things, Ibrahim. We can make shower gel, we can make soap, we can make cream, we can make Vaseline with palm oil, and we clean them up. Because it take me back when I see them in Bloomberg yesterday. It make a member with me, mama. They burn in palm oil, they put perfume inside it for kill the smell, Ibrahim. We can do them better. The mama said not be get idea how for do them, but we can do them and make like industry. Then we make factory how for turn palm oil to something else for make the world use.
Manufacturing industries, we don't get nothing in 5 years of Marabio. You know, anyways, for pull an incumbent president, you know, not to Kalokalo Feto. So now me could remind now, they tell una say, the running mate, the flag bearer, every one of us, we get a responsibility for do everything we could for get rid of Marabio. Marabio, they go ma. We left this message now. Bye bye, everybody. Have a beautiful day.